stories from around the corner
and around the country.
You're listening to All the Best.
Proudly supported by the Art Gallery of New South Wales.
You're listening to All the Best from FBI Radio 94.5. I'm Kwame Slusher. This week we're celebrating NAIDOC Week with an audio drama. And we can't do that before acknowledging that I'm recording from stolen and Gadigal land, and pay my respect to Gadigal elders past and present, and also recognise that the area where FBI Radio is situated, Redfern, has long been a place of storytelling, strength, resistance and resilience for First Nations communities. It's an absolute honour to be presenting No Going Home, an audio drama set in colonial Australia that examines the disruption of invasion and family conflict. Here's Michaela Woodham-Ford from Koori Radio presenting No Going Home. A warning. This drama includes themes of mass murder and genocide. Please listen with care and always put yourself first.
Welcome to the No Going Home Koori Radio play. I'm Michaela Woodham-Ford. This week, Koori Radio will present the world premiere of the audio drama No Going Home. This is truth-telling within our own Indigenous way at its very deepest level, incorporating traditional language and dreaming within a contemporary narrative. Brought to you by Spineless Wonders, Echidna Audio, and a range of First Nations creatives including author Marcus Woolombi Waters, playwright Blayne Welsh, and director Colin Kinchela. First Nations actors include Leroy Parsons as Dundalli, Nathan Leslie as Makelite, Sandy Greenwood as older sister and Rachel Shields as younger sister, and with Tommy Green as Sir and Patrick. For a full list of those involved behind the scenes, go to the No Going Home podcast, available on Spotify and a range of other podcast streaming services. Now stay where you are, because tonight is a Koori Radio exclusive. You are about to hear the very first broadcast of the 90-minute radio play No Going Home. We acknowledge that this audio drama was developed and produced on the lands of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. We acknowledge and pay our respects to the traditional owners of the country you are listening from, and in particular Maganjan, Brisbane, where this story was based. Warning, there may be some triggering content in this audio drama. These include discussions and depictions of mass murder and genocide. Listener discretion is advised. With that said, please enjoy No Going Home.
Did you see what happened? Boy! You didn't see what happened.
I need all of you to back up, all right? Give them space to work.
Excuse me, let us through, please. Oh, I just had a stumble, banged his head.
I need you to all back up. Everyone just needs to go home, now.
How is he?
Keep your voice down, he's fading, and this crowd's a heartbeat away from becoming a riot.
I've got a defib here.
Load him up first, we need to get on the road. Take his shoulders.
Stop breathing, we're losing him.
Quiet! Quickly now, on 3. 1, 2, 3, lift! Go. Yeah.
I didn't mean to let you down, and I meant no harm.
You left me exhausted, but you did not let me down. You let down your people. You let down your family, not me. I want you out of my head. I want you to never return. Let me rest. Let me heal. No, it is you that must leave.
Soon you will rest, sleep, and I'll remain.
Everything you say and do is but further deception.
Truth, the unconscious, ever-shifting truth. Cannot finish, nor Our world was never meant to sleep. What is it that you have done there? That you can be awake.
I am ready.
Then sleep.
Who is that?
That's you.
He looks so tired.
That is the cost.
Is this my becoming?
This one broke law. You became tired.
Then I will not break law.
For your mission.
I am what you are.
I cannot interfere. You have your will. No time and place. Let this be the time you succeed, wherein other tellings you did not. Warrior of God.
Fresh off the Moreton Bay presses, prospectors and fortune seekers are flocking to Victoria. The new colony not only possessing her name, but so too her golden heart. Letters within having been penned both by the Crown and the public at large in support of our own independent colony, where right to land in the north is determined by our own hand and not by Sydney. Read it only in the Courier.
Shut that damnable window, Constable. We don't want our uniforms getting covered in filth.
Right away, sir. I still don't be understanding why all this pomp and ceremony, sir. We've had blacks working with us before.
None like this fellow. Have you seen him yet?
I've heard about him.
But have you seen him in person?
No, sir.
Well, I won't ruin it for you, but he's certainly a magnificent specimen.
So he's big, like? Won't mean anything to them savages. They'll either do him worse than all the farmers they've murdered, or just scarper again and we're right back where we started. Waste of a good uniform, if you ask me.
Which is why nobody asked you. And I am not doing this just because of his size, Constable.
Why then, sir?
He's Dundalli's nephew.
No.
You heard me.
Does he know where he is?
He tells me as such. How long have we been chasing him, do you suppose?
Dundalli. Going on 15 years now, sir.
15 years. 15 years of murders and burning buildings, always one step ahead, always just out of our grasp. Every time we think we have him cornered, he just vanishes.
Like magic.
You aren't buying into all of that superstitious nonsense, are you, Constable?
Of course not, sir.
Good, I'd have to replace you if you started carrying on like the men have been.
It just spooks them is all.
They have nothing to fear. Dundalli simply knows the country better than we do. If it is something supernatural, then it can only be the work of the one downstairs. Either way, we need to bring this all to an end. Which is why it is crucial that we treat Make-a-Light with all the pomp and ceremony his station deserves. Bring him into the fold properly, give him a seat at the table, and, with any luck, he'll be willing and able to bring his uncle to justice.
Yes, sir. Very good, sir.
Then we shall have some well-earned peace and quiet. And with the rumors that the Crown is considering our petition for independence, it's increasingly important we can ensure the safety of our citizens. I've prayed for this each night and every night for years. I believe Make-a-Light was sent by the Lord to aid us right in this critical time.
Now who's sounding superstitious?
Bite that blasphemous tongue, Constable. It is not superstition, it is faith. As one grows older, with the Lord's judgment looming over the horizon, one can't help but reflect on one's actions and to remember that his law is above all others.
Apologies, sir. Didn't mean to offend. If the good Lord was to send a big black bastard to aid anyone, it would be you. You're a more godly man than any I've ever known, sir.
I'm not sure that says as much about me as it does the company you keep, but thank you, Constable.
Oh, pleasure, sir.
And it's not simply the timing that has me believing in the divine nature of his joining. It was something he said, declared, rather, to me this morning when I met him. Just as he was off to get fitted for his uniform, I took a moment to ask him why he would choose to join us now.
What did he say?
That he is a warrior of God.
Probably just repeating something that he heard that missionaries saying that went out there a few months back.
Only thing those missionaries achieved was soiling their frocks and making impressive speed back to Sydney. Though they did lose most of their supplies, a Bible may have made its way into his possession.
Only good for kindling for that lot. None of them can read, don't have the brains for it, sir.
Can't read? Constable, have you seen some of the letters they write to the governor? More eloquent than anything that chicken scratch of yours has produced. Apologies, Constable, that was unreasonable of me.
No need to apologize, sir, no need. Seems he's rattled you a bit.
I suppose he has. It's the way he said it. I felt as if he were talking to my very soul.
Best to leave that thinking for the priests. Focus on the work, sir.
You're absolutely right. As tomorrow, we will finally bring Dundalli to justice.
That quick?
By necessity. Once he gets wind that his nephew has gone against him, he'll disappear into the bush and hide in places even Make-a-Light doesn't know about. As impressive as he is, I doubt his uncle would have revealed more than what he needed. He's too smart for that. But he says he knows for certain where their encampment is presently located, which gives us this singular opportunity to catch him before he vanishes forever.
Even if he does, we can still sort out the rest of them nicely enough. Might give up the fight if we...
It's more likely he'll double his efforts if they come to harm. No. You hunt Dundalli alone. The rest of his tribe are to be left alone.
You're going soft, sir. Or is this that theological mind of yours talking?
Judgment looms on all of our horizons, Constable. Dundalli deserves justice for his crimes, but I believe that Make-a-Light can become a beacon of salvation for the rest of his people. A means of saving the soul of the savage.
Do they even have one, sir?
Why don't you ask him yourself, Constable?
Yes, sir, I might just do that. Mr. Maker, Jesus Christ!
We do not take the Lord's name in vain in my office, Constable. Invite the fellow in.
Of course, this way, but, mind your head.
Quite fine. Quite fine indeed.
Thank you, yes. Much of this I've had shipped from home. That will be all, Constable.
Very good, sir.
Bloody monster, that one.
Now, Master Make-a-Light, let's have a look at you. Yes. Yes, you look every part an officer in the service of the Crown.
In this outfit, perhaps. But none of my other parts resemble yours.
Nonsense. 2 hands, 2 eyes, 1 nose, and 1 heart. That's what maketh a man, by my reckoning. And it's sir, by the way.
Sir?
Yes. While you wear this uniform, I am your superior, which means you will refer to me as Sir. Do you understand?
I do, sir.
Splendid. I'm sure there are many customs to which you are unaccustomed. But fear not. I shall be taking personal responsibility regarding your education, particularly with respect to living as a civilized man of the Lord. Only, of course, if you find such an arrangement acceptable.
I do, sir.
Personal question, important one nonetheless. How is your understanding of our language? I admit I can be somewhat verbose at the best of times, the tragic remnants of a fine, if wasted, education.
I speak English, sir.
Then let us pick up where we left off. You were telling me what it was that led you to join our ranks, to seek out the light.
I see that you will win, and I do not wish to lose, sir.
Simple and to the point. I like that. But I invite you, as our first lesson, not to think of this so much as a situation that has winners and losers, but rather it is about who has the right of a thing.
I do not wish to be wrong.
No, not right as in right or wrong. I'm referring to the divine right. Providence, as it's referred to sometimes. Do you know what I mean when I speak of the divine?
You refer to your people's spirits, your gods.
God. Yes. Just one. What is your understanding of God?
He is the one who created the world. His words are powerful, and it is he who gave us our law.
Is this what you learned from the missionaries that went to visit you, albeit rather briefly?
No. My uncle was quick to see them off and back to their home.
That he did. And we will discuss the subject of your uncle in a moment. But first, I must know, what did you mean this morning when you stated to us that you are a warrior of God?
It is what I am. It is what I have always been, a warrior, serving God in his law.
Then why wait until now to declare yourself as such? Tell me honestly, make a light, do you feel as if you were somehow called to our service?
Yes, it was like a calling.
Could you describe it? I will respect you if you do not wish to.
A powerful voice in my mind reminded me of what I am. I have been a warrior, holding, protecting, and maintaining the Creator's law for as long as I have lived. You call him God. We have other names, none that I will utter. But for all that we have sacrificed and continue to sacrifice in the name of law, it is you that he rewards, you that he favors. You that are free to live as you see fit and love as you wish. Your law is stronger.
Steady on, Make-A-Light, steady on. While your passion is moving, in civilized society we hold that passion within. While you find your footing in our ways, it would be better for you to be seen and not heard at the outset. Especially looking as you do.
I understand. My apologies.
No need for apologies, all part of your education. Have a seat. Care for a drink? A little sherry does wonders to soothe a wild heart.
No, those drinks do nothing but make fools of men.
You are more pious than I, Make-A-Light. Still, should you change your mind, none will ever look down on you for it. This Creator, these laws you speak of, you are, of course, referring to the God your people worship.
You said there was only one?
And indeed there is. This Creator you've been serving is not in fact God. It is either just the superstitious thoughts of the primitive or the work of the other fellow.
The other fellow?
Yes, though it's now my turn to not utter his name. God is merciful, just, forgiving, and rewards those who follow his law. But there was one he cast out that now seeks to lead us astray, a deceiver who seeks to lead men unto sin.
Sin?
Sin is like a taint on the soul of men, To sin is to break God's law, and we will all be judged for our transgressions against him.
Then I shall never sin, so long as I'm alive.
Unfortunately, Make-a-Light, sin is something you are born with.
How does one break law before they are even a man?
That is complicated, to say the least. It was the original sin. God created Adam, the first man, and then Eve, the first woman, to serve him and tend to his garden. This was in Eden, a beautiful place where the first man and nature lived together in harmony under the loving watch of the Father.
Sounds like paradise, sir.
The very definition of it. But she disobeyed God's instructions, and they were both cast out of his garden. We still bear that to this day.
Because of this sin, those people live as they do?
Which people?
Those living on the edges of your territory. The ones I've spent many, many nights watching.
Well, that all depends. Some of the squatters aren't exactly, how can I put this delicately, shining examples of godliness.
But they all have one woman, a wife.
Well, yes, of course.
And it is for the woman to serve the men.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily go about saying that too loudly, but yes. We protect and provide so they can bear us children and see to the home.
Under your law, does a man choose his wife?
Yes, within reason and station.
Then I state again, I am called to become a warrior of God. Teach me his law, and I will see it done.
To hear you say that, it's like an angelic choir singing within my soul. I believe you, my boy. I believe you were sent to me in our time of need. Very well, Make-a-Light. First lesson for you is that in this work we refer to ourselves not as warriors of God, but rather as officers of the law.
Very well. Then I am an officer of law.
The law, but yes, very good. That is not to say that we are not both warriors of God, but his law is made manifest through the crown, which with this uniform you now serve. And it's my task to shape you into a fine officer, an upright citizen. Then I simply cannot have you walking about barefooted. A gift for you to welcome you into the service of the crown.
Most fine. Most fine indeed.
While my father certainly didn't have your stature, neither was he a small man by any reckoning, and his feet, doubly so. Try them on. Well then, take them for a walk and see how they fit. How do they feel?
Powerful.
They saw my father to victory at Waterloo. Sadly enough, I cannot fill them, but it seems you do rather well.
Then this is a fine gift.
Remember how I am to be addressed, Make-a-Light.
A fine gift, sir.
Very good. Now, to business. Tell me, officer, where is it that your uncle is currently located?
I would lead you to him, sir.
Excellent. While I must unfortunately remain here in town, you will lead the men and deliver Dundali to us. Alive, if at all possible. Farmhouses and granaries can be rebuilt. Food can be replaced. But he has murdered many people, and that is the gravest of all crimes, and he should be tried and executed by the crown. However, if the only options are taking his life or his escape, would you be able to do what's necessary?
Yes, sir. If that is what the crown wishes.
It would be better to bring him in alive, but you have the authority to do what you must to ensure his campaign of terror comes to an end.
I understand. Sir, what of the rest of the family?
That, Make-a-Light, is the mission to which I believe you have truly been called. While your uncle faces nothing but the gallows, you and your family can find salvation I promise they shall come to no harm.
They are just as complicit in all of this as Dundaley is.
I fear I've been responsible for enough bloodshed. There are many that would disagree with me in this, and it's a complicated discussion that I fear you aren't yet able to grasp. But in some fashion, I see my own salvation very much intertwined with yours, and that of your family.
What do you wish done with them?
Convince them to follow you, cleanse themselves of sin, just as you have this day, to join us as civilized servants of God and be baptized so that their souls may be delivered to the Lord clean.
Thy will be done.
Ahem.
Sir.
Very good. Constable. Makerlight tells me he knows where Dundaley is hiding and will lead you directly to him. You are to heed our newest officer's guidance. I expect you to act as his second-in-command, Constable. Consider his words as my own.
Course, sir. Very good, sir. What time shall we prepare to set out?
Dawn.
Tonight.
He can't be serious. Sir, it'd be suicide to head out into that bush after dark with that lad lurking about.
It's tonight, or never. He knows we're coming.
Say something, did you black bastard? There's an ambush, is it?
Constable!
I said nothing, but he will know. He has many birds that sing to him, and once he hears that I now wear this uniform, they'll start moving. By morning, it'll be too late. We leave when the sun sets. Sir?
What is that he's whistling? Sounds familiar.
I think it's an old Scottish ditty, sir.
Well then, we are underway. Go on then, Constable, along with him.
Aye, sir.
And open the shutters on the way out. I could use some breeze.
Wollombi! Where you been? I hope you haven't been trying to prowl around the property lines again.
Can't tell you, Artie.
That's so.
Uh-huh.
And why is that now?
Men's business.
Oh, men's business? Best I don't go on asking then, being as you're a man now.
I will be soon.
Be grateful soon as not today. And where do you think you're going now? Or is that more men's business?
That's right.
Is that disrespect I hear in your words, child?
No, Auntie.
Well, I certainly hope not. All right, but only up to...
Where the river turns back, I know. I know. Where you going, Wollombi? What you doing, Wollombi? Go get some wood for the fire, Wollombi. Once I'm old enough to fight, nobody will see me. I'll be like a ghost and make them pay for what they've gone and done. Here. See this here spear, do you? I'm a warrior! You think you're gonna make off with Nan's tree now, do ya? Well, not today! Take this! Ah! And this! Then swoosh! I'll disappear and you'll never catch me. Burn down your house! Burn down your barn! Then I'm a ghost. I'm a spirit.
A spirit, are you?
How are you going to sneak up on me like that?
Easy enough when you're carrying on like you were.
Oh.
What's this about you being a spirit?
I was just playing.
You might be, but the spirits don't. And where'd you get that fancy spear of yours from,
Pulled it off a tree.
Well, I guess you have it now. We'll just have to use it on the fire.
It's not a special tree.
It is in its own way. Now look at all them open wounds you've left on him. Where you took that branch from. The way that branch is cracked off and the wood is still green and living. Any fool coming through this way will see that it didn't do it itself, won't they? Which means your spear could have cost us all our lives.
I guess so.
You know that?
I'm sorry.
Hey, now come on, my boy. Stern words to teach you stern lessons. But they won't come up this way. None know the path but me, so no harm done this time.
It's not. I'm fine.
What's the matter? Something happened then?
They pulled down your mother's tree.
Huh?
I watched them do it. I seen them. Ripped it right out with their big animals and drag it away.
You went spying by yourself then?
Nobody saw me.
Maybe not this time. Maybe not the next. But they only need to see you once. And what's going to happen if I'm not there to save you?
I'll save myself. I'll smash their heads in with a rock.
Hey now. Never say those things, never out loud. Otherwise it may happen one day, and you'll never be able to take that back.
I wouldn't want to.
Enough.
I'm sorry.
Come here. I know it's hard living like this, but I promise you this won't last forever. One day you'll get the chance to run around like we did when we were your age. So you can't grow up until you get the chance to do that, all right?
All right.
Promise me?
I promise.
How about I teach you something? Something special. But you can't tell anyone back at the camp about it.
Because it's men's business?
No. Just our business for now, and that's enough. You haven't been going around carrying on about men's business around the aunties, have you?
Nah.
You're going to get me a talking to my older sister, you know that.
What were you going to teach me?
I don't know if I should now.
Oh, come on. Please.
Talking about men's business and wanting to grow up too fast.
I won't. Please. Come on, Uncle. What is it?
Well, I thought you might be ready to try riding this fella. But the way you've been talking, you might be getting too old.
I'm not. I can do it. Watch this. Whoa! Ah!
You all right?
Yeah, can't it be that easily?
Let me help you. Marco. Lika. Galiba. Up.
Hey, I'm taller than Make-A-Light up here.
There you are. Get up.
How do you keep getting these anyway? They keep them all fenced and tied up.
Knots can be untied. And after that, they just need to be reminded that jumping isn't for old Bunda alone.
Bet that gets the white fellas all wild too.
That it does.
Bet that feels good.
A little bit. But we take them because we'll need them. Easy enough to escape in here where it's thick. But further we go from the ocean, the flatter it becomes.
I want to see the ocean one day.
You will.
We're going to win, aren't we?
If that big log of a nephew of mine spoke truthfully and they don't have any magic of their own, then there's no way they'll be coming much further.
When will our magic start working?
That's for the ancestors to know. And they work slow, but true.
I want to go home.
You will. Here. Come down. Let's sit for a bit. Look at all these mighty trees. How thick and proud they are. Many are older than every person at the camp combined, and have stood there many, many seasons. Do you think they'll be able to destroy them all? Or that they'd want to?
I think they'll try.
They might. And they are. But sooner or later, they'll have to find harmony with the land. Here and wherever else they've invaded. They don't have any other choice. Either they come to understand their place as part of the world, or they perish, and no number of machines, muskets, or sailing boats can save them.
Then why do we fight them? We could hide. Wait for the magic.
We have a responsibility to protect the land and the law. And in a way, to help them find the harmony we've enjoyed for countless generations.
Help them?
In a way. Let me tell you, Wollombi, what it means to be a warrior. You remember sometimes we talk about our ancestors? How from time to time, a long time ago, we would have to do battle with other clans around us?
Yeah. I've heard some stories. Great warriors with their shields and their nulla nulla leaping from trees
and...
Yes. You've heard those stories. Perfect for firing up a boy's spirit. But would you like to know what really happens?
Yawu!
Are you sure you're ready to know? Big yarn, this one.
I'm ready!
Well, it would start out with some business you don't need to know yet. Then we would go meet in the bush, in some place, and we'd dance. We'd shout, we'd sing, we'd bang our shields. Within us and around us, you could feel spirit rising up as we called for aid in the fight to come. And then, once all that was done...
What? What happens next?
Nothing. Our spirit would be stated, and our hostility be healed. We'd express our anger through culture, and that was enough.
So they never actually fought?
I didn't say that, did I? Your turn now. Tell me how you felt when you saw them take your mother's tree.
Angry.
Ah, that's just a word. And an English one at that. Speak your truth. What did that make you want to do?
It feels like a burning in my belly, and it hurts and doesn't go away. When I saw them pulling it down, I thought it'd bubble up inside me and want to burst out of me.
What did that make you want to do?
Hit something!
And that's what you were doing when I found you here.
Yes.
So in your anger about them desecrating one tree, you end up desecrating another.
I'm sorry.
Did it go away?
Little bit.
How about when you were riding up on that horse?
It felt like you took a lot of it away. It felt like...
But it's still there, isn't it?
Yawu.
Secret is, it never goes away. Not while law is being broken and people are here not living in harmony with the land.
How do you live with it? Sometimes it gets so bad. Hurts.
Like a fire burning too hot. A red hot coal sitting in your belly.
Just like it.
When it comes to all things, but especially with fire, what's the rule?
Only use what you need.
Why is that?
Because otherwise it'll take off on its own and then nobody will be able to stop it.
We use what we need to cook our food, what we need to keep warm. Sometimes we need to burn the bush, maybe to help us hunt, maybe to keep the land strong. Sometimes it's done to prevent a worse burning, and sometimes...
Uncle?
Sometimes we use it to fight.
By burning their buildings?
Sometimes.
I've never seen you get angry.
You've gotten me quite wild on more than one occasion, my boy.
That's cranky, not angry. How do you make it go away?
Give me your hand. Here, feel my belly. Does it feel hot?
No.
Fires still burn. It's burning right now, strong as it ever does. But it can't get out, because I'm the one in charge of it, not the other way around. It's my responsibility to make sure it comes out as much as I need it to.
Can you teach me?
I can't. But do you know what can?
What?
Time. That's why you can't just rush into being a man. There are certain things that you'll only learn through living. Speaking of which, I think older sister is coming.
How can you tell?
The birds. They're gone quiet, but they haven't fled. So it's someone they trust.
There she is.
All right. Head down and be respectful.
How many did you bring this time?
Just this pair.
You camping with us tonight, Uncle?
Wollombi, back to camp now.
Go on.
See ya.
Told you, don't go past the river. You go back to camp. Oh, boy.
This looks serious. You'll have to forgive him. He's a child.
I can't be cranky for a boy being a boy.
You were when I used to act up. I wasn't all that different when I was his age.
And thanks to you and others, I've long since learned that there's little to be gained by getting cranky at you men.
You still do, though.
It's my job.
You're bloody good at it.
Wollombi's fine. Frankly, you done a proper thing taking him in as you have. You're a good influence on him.
I just wish we didn't have to fight this war. He could be on his own country then. Be a child like he should be. Climb trees rather than fighting them.
I noticed that. Hope you gave him a good talking to.
I did. And you're stalling. What's wrong?
It's your other nephew. The big one.
Make a light. He's fighting against his own spirit, that one.
What do you expect? You promised him more than you could give him right now. All you men did.
We'll keep that promise. He was born to be a great warrior. The Creator made him powerful to aid us in our struggle. He will be the one to bring us victory here. Bring balance. Of this, I'm certain.
Not if you can't heal his spirit.
How do you propose I do that? Initiate him? Where? They took our men's place.
You could have just let him marry the one he loves.
He's promised to another, and that is not love. That's the work of the bits between his legs, nothing more. It's not a proper match.
But it's proper to allow her to marry a white man?
I don't want to have this argument with you again. He's a good man and an ally. He kept her safe and helps us in our fight. I consider him family.
We all do, Dundali. I'm just reminding you, it's strange times we live in, though. Tradition has been turned on its head. And I'm sure if you had spent more time listening to the land rather than fighting over it, it would have shown you another place where you could have done the business that Make-A-Light needed.
Even if I do it now, it wouldn't matter. He denies our culture and our magic, all over his obsession with the spiritless machinery these people rely on.
And his denial of it makes it less true?
Damn your wisdom, older sister. No, it doesn't. You're right, as always. I will go and find the place that's proper. Let me speak with him and the older men. I'll let him know what we intend and instruct him on how to prepare.
I'm afraid it might be too late for that.
What has he done?
He joined them.
No. Who told you this?
One of the women I have working in town. She saw him there.
That means nothing. He often treats with them, fascinated as he is with their tools and their trinkets.
He was wearing their uniforms and a pair of their shiny boots.
Then his feet no longer touch the earth.
How bad is it?
He knows most of my paths and all our camps. We'd be fools not to assume that he would. If he's gone this far, and I imagine his worth to them revolves around finding us.
How long?
It's already getting dark and we know they don't travel out here at night. We have until morning to prepare. Take the women and children upriver. Find friends and keep them safe. I'll have the men lead trails and return to our last camp.
And what will we do?
I'm going to speak with my nephew. Try to save his spirit.
Oh, they'll hang you, little brother.
I have to do what I can for the boy. And it's me they want. There'll be no reason for them to come after you, nor any further need for Make-A-Light if they already had me. Besides, he told me they have no magic of their own to protect themselves, so I can do more with the ancestors than I ever could here in the waking world.
I hate that you're right.
Only because that's meant to be your job, isn't it, older sister?
No, it's my job to be cranky.
You don't seem to be doing it now.
Oh, because I'm going to miss ya. I love you, little brother. And the thought of losing you hurts me deeply.
I'll still be with you. Don't worry.
What about little sister? If you don't manage to talk sense into your nephew, you know you'll go looking for her. And with that uniform of his, you'll be able to move freely in the towns. It won't be long before he hears about the white man with the black wife comes hunting.
I'll go and see them now. Let me know what's happening.
What should I tell Wollombi?
Nothing.
He'll know what you've done sooner or later.
Let it be later then. Time is the greatest of teachers. Just see to it he remembers to only use that which he needs.
Little brother! Little brother! I'm still cranky with you!
Dogs do.
I think they might have locked him out.
Hey, him bleeding there.
Wait, let me have a look, let me have a look.
We're coming to the Elizabeth Street intersection now.
Copy that, head south and you'll see us on the right.
Did you see what happened?
We see you. Can we do something about the crowd?
We're working on it. Make some room for the ambulance, please. Make some room for the ambulance, please.
Who's he?
All right, can you hear me, mate? Can you speak to me?
What happened?
Just bumped his head on the wall over there and went down. Breathing is forced, pulse is weak.
Grab the gurney and let's load him up. Can
did that
you
on
calm
purpose.
this mob down, please?
Can't you move? Oh, I do that. Hey, you knocked it down on purpose.
Who's there?
It's your most hated brother.
Get in. What madness has you coming all the way in here at this hour? Were you spotted? Of course you weren't.
It's good to see you too.
I wish I could say the same. Give me a hug, my brother.
Where's your husband?
That's about right. Not here to see your poor, hard-working sister.
I'm here to see both of you.
Well then, I'm at least halfway happy. He's gone out to the Cartwrights looking to get more iron for his latest mad scheme, you know.
What's he up to this time?
Take a look. I think you'll like it.
What's he doing to our Nullas?
In his infinite creative genius, he looked at these fine ancient weapons of our people and decided to do what his people have probably done since the days of their ancestors.
He stuck a knife on it.
He stuck a bloody knife on it.
It's not a bad idea. Weight feels good. Balance would have it 4-blade first. Is it sharp?
Hey, you give that back right now. I don't want to be cleaning up after you take a finger off. And don't go touching the rest. I'm still working on those.
Are you, my sister, telling me, your brother, that I'm the one that shouldn't be touching a Nulla?
I am, considering it's the sister that's doing all of the sharpening. Now move. And that man of mine is quite good with his hands when it comes to the big stuff. Fixing a wagon, building a home, and sticking blades in bits of wood. When it comes to the finer tasks, his hand tends to falter. So I sharpen the blades and sew the seam.
You do have a talent with that needle and thread. I noticed you've added to the shawl since I visited you last.
I have. Added a few little dinner one around the edges. Haven't had much time for more than that, though.
I like that you keep a little with you.
Emus.
Culture.
Don't need any of this useless if rather gorgeous fabric for that. You either always carry it, or you carry its absence. This lot carries their own culture too, and I admit, I don't mind the clothes. But do you know what I miss most? Well, feeling the wind on my legs and my womanly parts. You'd blush if you could, but you don't understand how stifling it is to live your whole life with the wind beneath you, only to be forced into blocking it out with fabric. The clothes are lovely, but they're confining and constricting and always there, inescapable once you leave the house. So I sneak out naked sometimes.
If someone saw...
Well, at night, and you're not the only one that can disappear. You remember that big rock jutting out towards the coast, where you feel the wind coming through the valley on warmer days?
Of course. We all used to go up there when it was hot.
I bet you loved it on your dangly bits. So tell me, most hated brother, to what do we owe the pleasure?
Make a light.
He's big, beautiful young man, and that means he has little use for his head right now, least of all the one that's on his shoulders. And what's he done this time?
Joined them. The Gunjable.
I gathered that. He's coming for me then.
He well could be.
What's the plan?
Your sisters and the children are going upriver tonight. The men will lead the soldiers in the other direction to the old camp. Should
The
they
men? What are you going to do?
hand myself over.
You're absolutely not, you cube-brained piece of wombat.
All right, we are good to go, my love. We are good to go. How's baby? Sleeping, I imagine? Wonderful, wonderful. Lovely to see you, Dundalli. Always ecstatic to hear that you're still alive and well. Hope you admire the handiwork. Anyway, my dearest, I thought that we were stuck today when I show up and it turns out that Johnson's cart doesn't have the leaf-type springs that I thought it did. They were coils which might work, but I hadn't tried with them yet and I imagine it to be a monumental fuck-around. Luckily, I didn't have to, as your ever-brilliant husband realised he had to be taking them wheels to the Cartwrights anyway to get the replacements, so what did I do? I took off the wheels, but left the coils back at the lessons, and when I went up to the Cartwrights, dropped them back round, grabbed a cheeky set of leaf springs still attached, and put it on the bloody Johnson's bill. Best thing is, those rich pricks won't notice, and now we've got some lovely fresh iron to work with. I'd reckon, say, at least another... I don't know. I know those faces on both of you. That's a business face. And what sort of business are we talking? Is it blackfella business and I'm leaving? Men's business and you're leaving? Or husbandly business, in which case I'm sorry and I promise it'll never happen again. Oh. Business. What do you need, brother?
He's handing himself in.
What the hell would you go and do a thing like that for?
Make a light, join the Gunjable.
Well, that is shite, but we can manage it. I'm sure you've already got everyone moving and you can disappear well enough.
What about your wife?
We can take care of ourselves, my ever-increasingly hated brother.
Why would he come for her?
You haven't told him.
There's nothing to speak of. You men had your words with him and that was that.
Did he hurt you? I swear, if that big bloody...
No, nothing like that. There may have been feelings between us, as there often are between two young people becoming grown. But he has promised to another, so I respected the law and moved on.
And he's done neither.
You think that's why he's gonna done this? Brother, we can leave this place easily enough. I'm sure we can raise enough from the scrap metal alone to get us a couple of tickets back home.
That would be best.
Which means you wouldn't have to bloody consign yourself to the gallows.
He will still come for the sisters, for the children.
Why?
To get to me. It's me he hates most. We've put off some business he's needed for too long. Would you be comfortable doing that, little sister? Going away?
Of course I would. You know me. I don't like sitting still. And there's so much I want to see, to hear, to know.
You'll be far away from home.
And I'll always be connected to her. I'll always have the chance now to sit with many more. I've always wanted to find the land where the wind comes from. But I hate that sacrificing yourself is the answer.
Amen, my love. We can all get away, even here. It's a pretty big place, this Australia, if you haven't noticed.
I have some sense of it, brother.
Of course you do, brother. Look, we can all disappear somewhere, survive. Lay low and wait until you're an old grey black man listening to the tales of your children's victories in the struggle.
You let them hang you and you accomplish nothing.
They only want to use Make-a-Light to capture me. Once they have no more use for him, they'll turn on him too. I have to buy the women time, and I have to try and speak with my nephew.
Fair point. They'll turn on him. Of course they will. That's what they do. But what if they don't? What if they don't? And then Make-a-Light gets a real taste for it. Because yes, while they will turn on you when it suits them, they're also experts at picking just the right person to give just the right amount of power at just the right time. There's a lot going on in the big white world at the moment, and a lot more reasons than just your humble self to raise up a fella like Make-a-Light.
Then the family will have a full day lead. More than enough time to get away.
Ha! Time? It doesn't matter. They, us, we will just keep coming and coming and coming.
We have our magic and the land on our side, and it's a big one like you said. Between the ancestors and our knowledge of this place, we can't be defeated.
Well, many of us had a country, and many a person has thought the same thing. We know the land more than they do. We can beat them back here or there. We can't lose a home ground advantage. We can't lose.
A home ground advantage. I like that proverb.
Oh, it's not at all that deep, brother. It's a football thing. You know football? You would have seen them playing it, I'll bet, where we chase the ball around with our feet because God hates wankers.
They tried to play it with us as children a few times. It's actually quite similar to the game that our people from...
Hold up there, brother. I know you're about to describe to me in fascinating detail and no doubt an elegant part of your beautiful culture, but given the circumstances, can we please stick to the football? So in football, each team has their own pitch, which is basically a useless paddock, and that pitch is called their...
Home ground.
Yes, love of my life, their home ground. And the scientific understanding of the game is that the game favours the team whose home ground is being played upon.
Precisely why my people need the time, and I can afford them to retreat inland and gather more warriors, especially where our country is more hostile to their farming, where we have the greatest advantage. They cannot reach us there.
That's the thing, brother. They don't have to actually come in and get you. They don't even have to play the game at all because it's their game and they make the rules. You'll be kicking your ball around, thinking you're playing well enough, and then one day you notice the pennants have changed colour. Then the songs your team sing are twisted around. The flags get replaced, the clubhouse gets renovated and made all fancy before they replace the doors with ones all thoroughly locked to you. And before you know it, if you even breathe a word about how it used to be, the whole crowd will rush the pitch to push you off, and it'll be a Make-a-Light or somebody else like him leading the crowd.
Sounds like you have no hope.
I never said that. Because even with all the changes, you'll find that spot behind the Johns where no one can see you, and you dance and you sing and you keep what's in your heart alive regardless of the jerseys or the bullshit score.
But we'll forever have to sing our songs in secret.
It won't be forever, though. Things are changing in the world, and not just in far-off places either. There's rumours of a revolution bubbling down south. And that's happening everywhere. They sent a whole bunch to America, and that lot decided they want nothing to do with them. Then there's a little fellow from France, chop, 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 and now he's dealt with a few of them there too.
I fear you've lost me.
My love, help me explain this to your brother.
I'm lost too.
Who are they?
Well, there are several days involved. They are the ones that came here, and they've been everywhere. They fought each other in the Americas, and you don't even want to know what they're getting up to in Africa at the moment.
What's wrong with their home ground? The way they clear the land, spread out, and try to bend everywhere to their will rather than living as part of it. It's madness.
Precisely. Madness inherited over generations and generations. They've been doing it to each other for so long, and we've all invented a lot of fantastic ways to kill each other on their behalf. The whole history of where I'm from is shifting borders, land and bloodshed over family squabbles. One fellow has a problem with another who happens to have a second cousin twice removed or some such, so he decides to march human beings off to their doom for the sake of a chair and a fancy hat. Then repeat the process, back and forth, wars upon wars upon wars. Sometimes they're all blurred together into one big one. We had the 100 Years' War. Guess how long that lasted for?
100 years?
Exactly the answer, my love. Well done. Then there's this other fellow with his own fancy chair and a particularly fancy hat, which my people are particularly fond of. But one day, even he gets rudely interrupted in his hat-wearing seededness by yet another fellow who doesn't even have a hat at all, nailing up some 95 reasons as to why he thought that everybody deserves a bloody hat, and didn't that cause a fuss among the existing hat-wearing community?
You sound mad, my brother. We never needed hat nor chair.
You'd want one, though, if it meant you spoke with the voice of God.
That would be horrible.
How?
It would mean one could not speak, or even think without creating.
They're just symbols. It's the belief in the thing rather than the thing itself. The chairs, the hats, the laws, all made by men. All made by human beings. In many ways, we've been the ones telling God what to do, and we happily surrendered the connection we did have with all the spirits and beings that may have been there for a little bit of safety and the promise of a better life to follow.
Safety for what? The only threat you face was each other.
Like you said before, brother, it's madness. A long time ago, the Romans invaded all of us, stole our land, murdered our people, kidnapped our children, and destroyed many cultures. And deep down, I think we're all still terrified they might come back. I understand why you think this is the right course of action, but history is filled with inspiring warriors that sacrifice themselves for their land, their people, and their culture, and all for nothing.
Not for nothing.
Yes, for nothing.
They inspired.
That's not the point.
My love, just speak your truth.
I love you, brother, and I'll miss you. I had big dreams of us waging a war of independence, building a place where we can all finally just live in peace and harmony away from all of the mad hatters out there.
We need to start packing. Time's against us.
I hate that you're right, my love. And I hope you're right too, that you and your ancestors can bring some of that magic to bear. Because ours didn't.
They may not have yet, but it's just time. Have patience. And if I meet your Fey ancestors, we'll be unstoppable together.
I hope so, brother.
If you see Make-A-Light, speak with him. Give him a chance to come back home. Don't give up on him until you have no other choice. He needs help. Any other time, he would have had the chance to be gentle, to cry and heal with us. Promise you'll show him the same love that we all have for him.
I will. I love you, my sister.
And I love you, my most hated brother.
And I love you both, you beautiful black bastards. Goodbye.
Not goodbye. Gole.
Blow away the morning dew, sir.
No, I'd have known that one a mile away. Keep going.
The Four Marys, sir.
Again, no.
The Battle of Harlaw, is it, sir?
No. Damn it, Constable, give me some that only you Scots would know.
I'm not Scottish, sir.
Thought you said you were.
No, sir, I said my grandfather is Scottish.
Well, good enough. Did he ever sing to you as a child, then?
I never met him, sir.
Well, damn it. Ugh, I doubt he'll be returning to the camp.
He won't, sir. Men tell me it was abandoned only recently, but he'll be long gone by now. Are you sure our latest recruit hasn't gone and done us dirty?
I suppose we'll find out sooner or later, but I have faith in the fella. I mean, his information was correct after all, wasn't it? I'm holding out that he'll have tracked Dundalli down and be returning triumphant. But still, I'm anxious like you would not believe, with all this waiting about, and on top of that, this blasted tune has been playing repeatedly in my mind, and my only Scottish constable turns out not to be Scottish at all.
I grew up in Dublin, sir.
I don't care. Open the bloody window, would you? With any luck, there's a breeze, and we can at least get some relief from this oppressive heat.
Right you are, sir. Sir!
What is it?
He's standing in the street, sir.
I haven't heard that one. How does it go?
No, sir. Dundali. He's standing outside.
What?
Dundali is standing outside.
Well, outside of here?
Yes, sir.
Well, is he alone? Is he armed?
I'm not sure. He's... Shit.
What is it?
I think he spotted me.
Let me see. Christ, he's spotted us.
What are you going to do?
I'll address him.
Address him?
See what he wants. Dundali, I am the commanding officer here, and I declare that you are at this point under arrest by the authority vested in me by the Crown.
Do you think that'll work, sir?
It might.
Did you think that would work?
I said it might. Blast.
What now?
It will be only a matter of moments before our men descend upon you. Surrender yourself to us peacefully, and you will not be harmed.
They're all asleep.
Pardon?
Your men. They're all asleep. I checked the barracks. You people fancy that grog of yours far too much.
Well, I am sending a constable as we speak to rouse them.
No, you are bloody not.
You'll do as you're told, constable.
I'm not bloody going out there.
You most certainly will.
What do you bloody want, Dundali?
I'm here to surrender myself in exchange for the safety of my people and to speak some sense into my misguided nephew.
Are you armed?
Only with that which the Creator has gifted me.
But do you have any weapons with you?
Only with that the Creator has gifted me.
Do you have a bloody gun?
No.
One of those bendy sticks that come back to you?
A boomerang?
Yes, one of those.
Why would I need a bloody boomerang?
What do you think, sir?
Well, what do you think we should do?
Tell him to come over to the door, and then the two of us together can take him and throw him into the cells easily enough.
Very well. Dundali, the constable is coming to open the door to escort you to your cell. Do you understand me?
I understand you.
Go on, then.
Right, give me your arms, please. Against the wall, please.
Dundali, I hereby place you under arrest by the authority of the Crown. You have been responsible for significant property damage, loss of food and food supplies, including, but not limited to, destruction of crops, harassment of travel, and worst of all, the murder of citizens of the realm. How do you plead to those charges?
I upheld law.
Ugh. You will be hanged tomorrow morning. However, as an act of mercy, I would like you to have the priest visit you. I believe that between your nephew declaring for the Lord and now you yourself handing yourself in, you have proven to me that your people have souls, and souls that are worth saving.
What an honor.
And given the circumstances, although we have both been foes at opposite end of a deadly conflict, battling wits across many miles, now you have surrendered, it would be most appropriate in my culture for me to shake your hand, sir. There we are, very good. I told you they were noble, Constable. Dundali, it has been an honor to be your adversary.
Pleasure to meet you. I wish to speak to my nephew.
I will have him sent to see you the moment he returns.
Where is Make a Light?
Looking for you, I'd imagine. He convinced the men to follow into your camp during the night and found it abandoned, but with tracks leading away.
Good. Send him to me once he discovers that they lead nowhere.
Oh, he knew they were there to lead us astray, Dundali. He's smarter than I think you give the boy credit for. Now we have you, and the men sleep soundly in their beds. It's divine providence that he came to me. Said he was going upriver. He mentioned something about a baptism.
Hey, get
back,
off
you
him!
dog! I can't breathe!
Bastard!
I can't.
Pull me up!
I can't breathe. What is the matter? I thought we'd found an accord as men.
For your sake, and the sake of all your descendants, you had better hope he does not harm my family.
I assure you, he will do no such thing. I had me give him his word as a man, an officer and a subject of God, that your tribe would not be harmed.
And no men, officers or subjects of God have ever broken their promises.
No.
I fear you may have learned from your people far too well.
Where the bloody hell do you think you're going now?
To find Make-a-Light.
That's fool's talk. You've let him rattle you.
I need to speak with him. Make sure he understood me. Stop him if he's...
And I'll be coming with you.
This is my doing. Stay here. Make sure he doesn't spirit himself away somehow. And go and wake up the bloody priest.
Yama.
Shit. He's breathing hard, son.
Oh, he got hit by something hard, didn't he?
I need you to all back up.
Lord, have mercy. Christ, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. God in the Father in heaven, have mercy on us. God the Son, Redeemer of the world, have mercy on us. God the Holy Spirit, have mercy on us. Holy Trinity, one God, have mercy on us. Holy Spirit, by your power you work the incarnation of our Lord in the Virgin's womb. You teach us all things, guide us into all truth. You intercede us for groans that cannot be expressed in words. You have given us new birth and have made us heirs of eternal life. You help us in our weakness. You bring us to life and purify our hearts with faith. You judge the thoughts and attitudes of the heart. Have mercy on us. From all evil, deliver us, Holy Spirit. Be merciful to us. Spare us, Holy Spirit. Be merciful to us. Hear us, Holy Spirit. For all sins of thought, word, and action, from the crafts and assaults of the devil, from pride and despair, from unbelief and hardness of the heart, from uncleanness of heart and life, from anger, hatred, and ill will, from impurity of body and soul, from obstinacy and impenitence, from indifference to the service of God. Deliver us, Holy Spirit. You proceed from the Father and the Son. You overshadowed the Virgin. You descended on the Son in the form of a dove. You were poured out on the Holy Apostle. You are the Spirit of love. You are the Spirit of joy. You are the Spirit of peace. You dwell in us. Help us. Good Lord, your inward anointing by the abundance of your grace. Hear us, good Lord. We sinners pray. Hear us, Holy Spirit.
He goes on a bit, doesn't he?
What have you done?
That which you asked, sir.
I never asked for this. Quite the opposite, and I knew that I was clear.
You wanted to return their souls to God. I have delivered them, as you requested, sir.
I see only the children, other women, safe at least.
Check the river. The river!
Mother Mary.
Guess not.
Baptized as required, sir.
Stop it! Do not call me sir. You are not fit to be a lamb of our Lord, nor an officer of the law. You are a savage, sir, a savage, and I was mad to have thought otherwise. You will return your weapons, your uniform, and my father's boots immediately. You are not fit to wear them, and by the authority invested in me by the crown, I relinquish you of your position.
Come and take them, sir.
Constable!
You're on your own there, sir.
This is not what I intended, and you know it.
I heard what you wanted, and I delivered it. Their souls cleansed of sin, delivered unto his judgment. A warrior of God, sir.
They are to come willingly to the Lord.
Does anyone come to the law willingly? I was born into law, and I saw that it was not strong enough, held back by superstition, weak. But then I saw another law, one that's based in strength. Your law. By your law, the mighty take as they wish, and I respect it. Look at me, sir. Am I not mighty? Warrior of God? Officer of law? Those are just words, and words have no power. Your power and mine rest solely in violence and fear.
No, it is we have compassion, the Lord, our Father.
More superstition. But at least yours are useful. You will keep your part of the bargain, as you would with any other man. You will give me a home. You will give me land. You will make me a man, and I will take the wife I wish. I will continue to do your work and obey your commands, as is my station. You will give me my seat at the table. I will baptize you as well. Do we have an accord, sir? This is your land and your law, sir.
How many?
Children? Many.
Women?
6 of them floating away down there, sir.
One was missing, but I will find her.
She's all that remains.
Let one of the kids run too.
He'd be terrified, I'd imagine, out there, alone.
Not this one. He knows the bush.
Who is he?
Someone very special to Dunderley. I told you I would bring him to you, and I intend to keep my promise.
He surrendered.
What?
We've got him in the cells back home.
I was going to ask you, ancestors, look out for Wollombi, keep him safe. But then I thought, no, he's strong. He's smarter than I was at his age. He doesn't need help from you because he'll take care of himself just fine. Of course, now I've said it. I realise there's no point wasting my breath asking anything, is there? Being that I'll be sitting at your fire tomorrow. Put the billy on. I'm scared, though. I'm scared you have no power to help us here. That our magic has failed us. That tomorrow I'll find myself with you, simply a spectator, desperately willing my people forward with no way to help. It feels as though that's all you've been doing since these people came. Just watching. Watching as we've fought and struggled and died at the hands of their foul weapons. But that's the truth of it, though, isn't it? You aid us through your survival. You survived for countless generations, countless hardships, so that we in the here and now had the chance to live, to fight, and to keep law. The magic is slow, but at least we haven't turned away from it. Let my last request of you that I make while I am still a living descendant be to heal my nephew's spirit. Whatever he has done this night, hold him as he heals and finds his way back to the river. And if, when I join your camp, I found out that there is some power available to aid us in this fight and that you yet to bring to bear, you better bloody believe I'm going to use it. For Wollombi and every descendant whose footsteps will follow him. And I'm going to be respectfully cranky with you for not doing the same.
Good evening, Uncle.
What did you do?
I saved us. Our family.
I can smell their burnt powder on you. You murdered them?
It's part of the new law, Uncle.
Their law, which you do not answer to.
It is mine now too. Look at me. An officer of the law. A warrior of God. But most of all, a man.
No man would have done what you have.
Well, I'm just a boy.
Did you delight in it? Did you smile when you slew Wollombi?
No, he's still alive. I let him run and left instructions not to harm him. I will take care of him now. When I find little sister, we will become husband and wife. And Wollombi will become our son. We three are mighty. We'll thrive under this law, while you and your superstitions will dangle from a rope. Weak and limp.
We all respected you as a man, make a light.
But I was never made one, was I, Uncle? You denied me that.
I did not deny you. We could no longer reach the borough.
Then how pathetic our law is, that it fails us from the loss of some place. There is no such weakness in the new law. They would simply take us back or build another.
And that law will fail. Maybe not in my lifetime, or yours, or Wollombi's, but it will, because it is built by man and not grown from the land. That's where I failed you, and I am deeply sorry for that, my nephew. I should have listened to it. Let it show me another place where I could have done that which your spirit desperately needs.
Why didn't you, if it was that simple?
Because I believed we would win. I dreamed of the moment we tore down these buildings, stone by stone, and celebrated our victory by making our greatest hero, make a light, a man. It would have been powerful ceremony, but I let that blind me from what you were feeling, from how much your spirit was in pain.
My spirit is strong, because I am strong. I am the strongest of all of you, and of these men.
That's their measure of strength, not ours. Your spirit is in need of healing, my nephew. If you had trusted that we'd walked in your path before you, and if I had remembered my duty as your uncle, you could have become the most terrifying warrior these lands have ever known. Your name would have been remembered in stories for countless generations.
It still will be.
Only for what you've done this night.
I am saving our people. I know you cannot see it. You are blind, like all of the elders, to the opportunity these people bring to the folly of trying to fight them. They will win. Their law is strong. And by that law, if you resist, you will be destroyed completely. What is a spear? A boomerang. A nulla to a musket.
Elegant.
As is the musket. The knowledge of the stones that are ground together to spark the fire. The way the flame pushes the bore at such a speed that we have never known nor seen before.
That's not elegance, nephew. There's no magic in it. They build their machines, but forget that all these intricate parts still come from the earth, are still crafted by human hands, and as such still carry a spirit and a story which they don't acknowledge. This is why their weapons are cold, much like you've become.
A musket is no more or less cold than a spear, than a boomerang. Doesn't need spirit, nor magic, nor any of that superstitious nonsense to be so effective.
And it is only effective in killing other men.
Our law has that we do not take any life without need, especially that of our family and our Dian.
Our Dian, yes. The precious totems. We imagine a lizard to be a brother. It's little wonder they think of us as animals.
They aren't wrong to think of us as animals. They're wrong in their belief that they are not, which is why they're so comfortable in making a thing just to kill men, and so willing to use it.
You've killed two, my uncle?
Only as much as needed. That's the beauty of what we do and what we make. The boomerang was shaped over generations, by many, many hands over many, many years. And when we use it to take a life, that takes time and thought, and unlike the musket, it is a solemn process based in law and protocol. Because we know that, like the boomerang, what we cast into the world will eventually return, whether it's for good or evil. Balance is kept, and this is the source of our magic and our power.
There is no magic. A boomerang or a musket. Both are just things.
Then why does it feel filthy firing one, while the other brings so much delight when it's thrown and returns to you? You've seen what happens whenever they find one. They become children again, and enlivens the spirit within them that they all work so hard and keep contained.
They'll come to learn the science of it. It too will one day be understood as just another thing.
If that's the case, eventually they'll consider themselves just as things as well. That's if they don't already. I'm proud to have lived and died with spirit. This is the boomerang I throw into the cosmos.
And what good will that boomerang be if no living hands remain to catch it upon its return? For all your talk of spirit and magic, it's done us no good.
Not yet, not yet.
It will protect Wollombi and little sister. We'll live, we'll have children, a home, land that no one can take. We'll survive under the new law.
Our law is based in the land and is eternal. Their law is based in men and will shift and change to suit the fancies of those who wield it. You're naive, my nephew, to think that they won't change it and take all that you think you own. You're naive if you think they won't cast you down when they have no use for you, like any other thing.
If I'm naive, it's your fault. After all, only a boy, aren't I?
Well, this is true, but I made a promise to little sister to heal your spirit and give you what you want. So be it. Before the Creator and the ancestors, you, my nephew, eldest of my remaining family and descendants, are today a man. And with this, now you take on the responsibility of protecting our family and teaching our culture, protocols, and law to your children, that they too may take this responsibility when it is their time. I speak this to the land and the sky, to the rivers and the hills, to all life and spirits which lives in harmony with all things. I name you a man, make a light. Now go and find she who you have been promised to.
Oh. Hypocrite. You claim they changed their law to suit their whims, and here you are doing the same. Those words should mean nothing spoken here. What of your magic in the men's place? What of your spirit? These words mean nothing to you. Nothing, because neither the Creator nor the ancestors will hear them. I will forever be a child unless they are spoken on the borough.
Where do you think these cells now stand? Where do you think they build their towns? You're a man now. Under our law and theirs, you're free to live as you wish, to marry as you wish. But know that tomorrow I go home and sit with the ancestors by the fire. We will be watching you, and we will be judging you by our law, and we will hold you accountable should you break it from here on out.
Where is she?
You'll find her where the wind begins.
Now who goes there? Oh wait. You must be little Wollombi. Is that your name? Wollombi? Don't be afraid. Your uncle told me to look after you if you turned up. You hungry? I was about to cook up some tucker. Come on. Don't worry about them. They're just having a lovely sleep. You had lamb before, boy? You love it. Nice and tender. What are you doing with that rock, boy? Put it down. No. Dear Lord, what are you... Let me go. I can't move. What are you? The devil. It's the devil. You are a gun. You take that back.
Nah, you're a traitor.
I am not a traitor. Stop it.
Traitor.
I'm going to hit you if you keep saying that.
Then we'll bash you. We'll all go for the bunnies here.
Yeah, well, Dad goes for Panthers, you idiot.
Call me an idiot? You're a traitor.
I am not. All my family...
Your family are all traitors then.
What? Traitors? No. Take it back.
You two stop that. Break it up. What's this about?
It's Uncle Wollombi.
No, nothing's going on.
Something is.
This one here called our family traitors.
Yeah, well, he doesn't go for Rabbitoh, so he is.
Shut up.
And his family too.
Shut up, or I'll get a rock and smash your head in.
Silence. Never say that. Never think that.
Sorry, Uncle.
After these many, many long years, all our struggles, that's what you're fighting over? The bloody football? Speak your truth.
I love you. You're my friend. I love my family.
Yeah, well, I love you too. You're like my brother. I don't like it when we're on different teams.
That's better. There's more important things for both of you than arguing over a game. You hear me?
Yes, Uncle Wollombi.
I hit a man with a rock once. Long time ago. I knew I shouldn't, but I did. Let my fire out at the wrong time, like you two are now.
What happened?
I started getting tired.
You look like you need a rest.
I do. I was tired then. Now I'm exhausted. Anyway, you two go home. Police are coming.
How can you tell?
I listen to the birds, like my dad taught me.
Are you okay? You should go get some rest, Uncle.
Don't you worry. I'm going home too. Just need to do something first. Go on now.
Hold up there, old fella. Nice suit, mate. Going to court or a funeral?
Funeral.
Sorry to hear that.
Family?
Sort of.
Sort of what?
Sort of, sir.
Where'd you get those big boots, mate? They look pretty nice.
I stole them.
You stole them, eh?
Who from?
My uncle.
Yeah? Where's your uncle?
He's dead, sir.
You stole them before or after he died?
Just after.
Pretty dirty act, that.
And, where'd he get them? Alright, knock it off.
What's he whistling?
God Save the Queen.
The old anthem?
Yeah, alright, knock it off. Stop it. I sang that as a kid. You knock it off. Stop it. I said stop it.
Sarge?
Hey, cops talking to Uncle.
Stop it!
He all right?
Stop it!
What's wrong?
None of your business, kids. Go home.
I want you to just shut your fucking mouth.
Thank you for joining us for the first public playthrough of No Going Home. Thanks again to all the creatives who've made this radio play, as well as those behind the scenes that work to get it out in the world, and special thanks to Create New South Wales who supported this project. If you would like to let others know about No Going Home, tell them to check it out on Spotify and other streaming services. I'm Michaela Woodham-Ford. Thank you again for your time. We hope you enjoyed No Going Home, and we pay our respect to all the ancestors who gave their lives in making the ultimate sacrifice in defending our sacred lands.
That was Michaela Woodham-Ford from Koori Radio. You're listening to All the Best on FBI Radio 94.5. That was No Going Home, which was written by Marcus Woolombi Waters and adapted by Blayne Welch. It was directed by Colin Kinchela and Martin Gallagher. Pariya Taherzedah was the producer, and this story was originally published by Spineless Wonders Audio. Whether you're a storyteller or a story lover, listen to All the Best for unique stories from independent audiomakers from SoCal Sydney and around the country. Catch our live radio broadcast on Sundays at 9:30am on FBI Radio 94.5. Listen to our podcast Tuesdays at 4pm on allthebestradio.com, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Follow us now so you never miss an episode. All the Best would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the lands on which we make these stories, and pay our respects to elders past and present. All the Best is made at FBI Radio on Gadigal land, in association with SYN and 3RRR on Wurundjeri Woi Wurrung and Boon Wurrung lands, and 8CCC on Arrente and Wurrumungu lands. The All the Best editorial producer is Mel Bakewell, and Phoebe Adler-Ryan is our executive producer. Patrick McKenzie is our community coordinator, and thanks to all the volunteers who make All the Best possible. Shining Bird composed our theme music, and Annie Hamilton designed the artwork. We're heard across Australia on the Community Radio Network, and we're made possible by the Art Gallery of New South Wales and the Community Broadcasting Foundation. You can find our full archive of more than 600 episodes at allthebestradio.com. I'm Kwame Slusher. Thanks for listening.